Before we start, um, let's give like around 2 minutes or so for others to join first. I think it's done. We can start. In today's event, you are not too young to start. So our speakers today will be Sherry Obare, Enock Nzioka, Gheida Abdala, and Akok Mayar. Thank you. And the speakers, I believe we'll start with Akok Mayar or Gheida. Who will start first? Who's confident to start?
That.
Okay.
Okay.
Gheida Abdala Omar. A lot of you may be asked. She's a passionate advocate for gender equality, innovation, and community empowerment, dedicated to community-driven challenges. As the founder of Girls ISAVE, she empowered 1,000 girls in STEM and innovation. Imagine girls and ISAVE app, prototype to address gender-biased violence, and led impactful mentorship programs. Student of information Mombasa, leader is also direct envoy, the project associate. I think she'll clarify that, please. And a 2025 CEE program winner. She has globally winning the Innovation for Social Change Award, being a finalist for the 2025 presidential and receiving Rising Star recognition. Additionally, she volunteers as represented IF innovation initiatives and continues to champion technology as a tool for social impact. A lot of things a woman can do. A round of applause to her as she starts her. Thank you. Welcome, Gheida.
Thank, thank you, Marcy. That's a lovely introduction. I always enjoy when someone introduces me. But just to mention, good evening, everyone. Everyone who is listening, my name is Gheida Abdala of Girls ISF Africa. I'm very passionate about today's topic. You're not too young to start. Simply, I think I really fit very well to be a speaker in this topic. And when I'm still at the university, I'm studying information technology as a major. I'm only 22 years old. With all the titles you've received and everything that you've had, that's exactly what I do. But it's gonna be what I'm gonna share with everyone that's listening in this. As I said, it's a started as a project when I was in high school. I started this when I was still a student. The only thing that I knew was I wanted to make a difference. I don't have point you. Might be in a different field, you might be in a complete different environment, but you know what to do and what you want. That's it. And because along this that I will be giving you the story so that you can be able to pick and then as will pick up from there. When I went to school, I tried as you during quarantine period and I wanted myself, what can I do better? What I can do? I am very sorry. Young girls are not given the opportunity to study. So the driving force. What I will action everything today find what affects you, community, and then the education you learn to advocating technology innovations. I won the young award and I developed the first project I said as a same opposition. It didn't stop there because if that was only something I wanted that I had, if the fact that I didn't know how to be these are things that came along the way. What do you want to change? Where are you heading to? Immediately I compared starting this organization. I would say that here I went to organizations, young scientists, all these gain the skills. So it's very important to understand that of my initiative, I have a vision for it, but you need to have the right skills. You need to learn how to work. Technology can be a very powerful tool for you to scale something that you will be working on. So for me, I needed to learn to work teams. I needed to learn how to people. That's why fun and sharing experience, growing my network. And then afterwards now, when I fully understood what I was doing for myself as a platform. Within time, I have been moving around. I mean, I've gone international in a conference. I will be traveling to the US in the same way. So you need to be able to that. It doesn't just start there. All this comes back to who you really want as a founder or as a staff. And the important thing that you need to understand is the moment it's not about your body, but about how intelligent you are. It's just about you giving that step. That baby step is what really, counts a lot for what you need to achieve later on in the future. So I will really highly advise that we focus on what is it that you want to do. Age, you have the vision for what you want to do. The first that is to do that you can solve, you can that confidence, and then that. The moment you are really passionate about, you will want to get to doing the same thing. So today, in a very profound way, you want yourself in last time, 2 years time, and work towards it. I tend to think that all these things comes for free. They don't have energy for your time and sacrifice. So if anybody for you to do this, absolutely at any time, as long as you have the vision, as long as you have the right people that you can work with, just start. The moment everything falls. And then when you work alone, if you want to work with but in a way, just learn how to structure our work and put it there in the able to know what you can connect with. Instead of your project, ask for your LinkedIn account. So after this LinkedIn account, please seek the relevant have a LinkedIn account and post about what you do every single day. Someone told me if you're about to do that becomes content, but be very specific. It will take you a long way in telling people the work time. So one I will leave you with is find a niche that is very connected to you and be afraid to make mistakes. People may have mistakes, but these mistakes build you the decision that you make. Be making mistakes at any time and be open and find people that you can work with. If I'm to summarize this, there's so many other speakers who will want to speak, but it's only one. Finish. If you're taking notes, put in find your niche. Joseph, maybe you can mute. So it is very important for you to find your niche and something that you're gonna work with. Never be underestimated by anything, whether you age or the area you come from. So push that. Like never be underestimated because of your age or anywhere that you come from. And then thirdly, find the right team that you can work with. People that believe in your vision, people that will see the vision together with you. And thirdly, take steps, whether you're in high school, even learning that one code is the step that you're taking. So focus on, and then you are gonna be very in your work. And seek advice with mentors, people who have done the same in the field, so that you avoid making major. And also always free to connect. You know what? How can you help? And always learning is continuous, and that is how you're gonna grow every single day. But never be afraid to start. I started out in high school and still moving. I'm taking different steps, and with me taking that first step. So you have to leave you in what your vision, because nobody will believe in that more than the way you will believe in it. So I take time. I just want to also leave you with a quote that really, has always been my friend, and it is change you see. If you want to see in your community, to see change in your business, to doing what it takes, and that is whether you are in 40s, in 17s, in 18s, you definitely have to change that. Otherwise, it has been lovely today. I believe other speakers are gonna share a lot. If there's any mercy, I will answer that. Find me Instagram underscore Abdala. Feel free to reach out to me in case you need, to connect with someone that is like minded, and I would be open to that. Thank you so much, and it's lovely talking to you all today. Thank you.
A round of applause for Gheida. Yeah, thank you, presentation. A wonderful presentation from our lovely Gheida Abdala. If you have any questions, kindly raise your hand before you go to the next speaker or write it down in the chat section. As we wait for the questions, our next speaker will be Mayar Akok. I feel like I'm pronouncing it the way it's supposed to be. I hope there are no errors whatsoever. Yeah, Maya Cook. Wow, wonderful name. Who is she?
Okay.
A database administrator and PR officer at Kenya Red Cross, specializing in documentation, combining technical expertise with strong communication skills. She designs and maintains secure, scalable databases, ensuring data integrity while also handling official documentation to support public relations and organizational transparency. Wow, wonderful qualities. Welcome, Akok Mayar. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Basically, to summarize what I am Mayar Akok, a 20-year-old software engineer, currently working as a database administrator stroke PR officer at Kenya Red Cross. And to start off with, it really amazes me that right now I'm calling myself a software engineer or like a database administrator. Because if this time last year, I don't think I would have called myself that. We're not taking that narration, so I would consider other career choices. And at the same time, around this same time, my brother was just finishing up his software engineering degree. So I'd see him every single day on his laptop, an noisy to small desktops with interconnected somethings like web chains. And I'm like, hey, hizi ni nini unafanya? Then now here, which I later learned is networking, something to do with networking. And I think now he saw I was actually curious about this whole thing. Then he started to introduce me um, to tech slowly. And the next thing, I'll find myself in Modcom Institute class. Yeah, enrolled for a software development course. This is May 2023. Yes, May 2023. So I don't to I don't remember one of the remarkable moments at that time in my head. I remember when I first wrote my first code, it was basically HTML and it was just displaying a table. And I was so happy. I'm like, oh my God, I'm finally one of those programmers that I see on TikTok. Then I even took a picture of it. I took a picture of the table. I took a picture of the cards and sent it to my dad, to my brother, to the family chat. And I'm like, guys, from now on, I'm not Mayar address me as a software engineer. Yeah, so now with time I developed interest in now in software development. Okay, to know what I was enrolled in this because nilikuwa na test the waters. I was like, okay, will this really work for me? Let me just see. So that's how I ended up in software development. It's I came from mod college from August or September. I'm not really sure there. It was a 3-month program. So I transitioned to Moringa School for software engineering. I guess many of you know about Moringa School. So Moringa School really now changed my whole. Branch changed like really made me more software engineering. But to start with, I'd like to note that hey, nikiingia Moringa School imposter syndrome ilikuwa imenipiga mbaya. Unajua, I'm fresh from high school. I just have the basics of HTML, CSS, a bit of Python, and sprinkles of cybersecurity and mobile development combali. So like I really was inferior. So nikifika Moringa school, uko deskmate wangu alifanya computer science. He's just, building his skills up in by taking that certificate. Nikiangalia I mean, has a degree in BBIT. The other one has a degree in software engineering, and I'm like, damn, I think I'm in the wrong place. But I think I took that positively. Now it's like I really need to work hard because I need to catch up with it. Because sort of I did feel like I because of where from. So Ringa school, that's where I got school. That's where I was able to um, kind of build my pitching skills with more people. I was able to do a group projects with like do technical stuff in groups. Like we would have a scrum master. Okay, sorry, I'm using more technical terms, but like how a technical environment is. I'd like to note during this program now, I think 3 months in or 4 months in. Um, okay, so we didn't have during that time we didn't have actually a physical class. It was so I think I was done with my classes, and my mentor was like, we have this event. Would you just come and join us? And I was like, oh, cool. Anyways, I don't have anything to do. So this was a Web3. I knew nothing about Web3. I'm just a mere student, 3 months in, and I'm like, okay, let me just, I don't have anything to do. I went into the literally during the event, it was like they were speaking like I'm an English speaker because, hey, nasikia too smart contract, sijui nini, and I'm so confused what are you guys talking about. So I remember this program, I mean, this event was hosted by this remote uh, company called Net Minds. Basically about Web3, I really didn't get. And I think one of the things that I would have changed um, from that whole incident was okay. There was this internship for backend developers and front end developers, but I didn't really feel confident about it. So like, I'm just a month. Yes, I don't think I'll be able to take this. So I just left that open. And looking back, I think I would have done better. But anyways, I think from that to be a bit more. So fast forward, we're now on our last phase of that course, but to do it. And I think I'd say one of my achievements from that was okay. We were given this group project, and when you give group projects, you build. After you build, now you pitch your project to your fellow students. Which you'll also pitch outside who are interested. This group projects, it was I remember it was a Google Drive clone, and hey. We're supposed to, and it has so much. Like I don't think we'll be in our group. Like I don't think we'll be able to do this. But funny enough, we were just a bit scared. So we were able to do a whole lot of research. And at the end of the teaching now the project after we built it. Yeah, I think although I was nervous, I pitched. Then yeah, we got an offer, and they were like, this guy was like, okay, I have this friend who has a company and would really be interested in what you have built. So we'll just reach out, in 2 weeks' time. So you just hand over your emails. I'm still waiting for the emails, guys. But anyways, I think that was a really good pitch. There was a bit of a plot. practice. Um, so fast forward, I graduated from Moringa School, and I think Moringa School really built my confidence because in Moringa School I was able to build a full stack development. I mean a full stack project and deploy it, and you could see now it on the internet. I was just I was just confident about being I could now call myself a software developer. And now after this was I think in August. I graduated from Moringa School in August 2024. That's last year. So after the graduation, I was supposed to enroll in uni, but I missed my intake. So wakaniambia I need to wait till the next year. So in the process of waiting, nikakuwa on a period. Yeah. I'm about to finish up. I was in this gap period where I was not really going to school, just doing anything. So at this point now, I decided to volunteer at Kenya Red Cross, and I started out as a PR officer. That's basically official documentation and also something to do with designs. At least that one I did in school. And with that, I transitioned to database administrator. And as a database administrator, I think one of the most amazing moments was when we had this event. It was launching a system that manages employees and everyone, the staff and and I was invited in that event because I had a technical background. So this was a really lovely event. Hey, watch one of our white suits, and I'm like, okay, guys, cool down. I'm not that official, but I'll try. So it was a really nice event. We were able to, the whole process, I was able to interact with the system. At some point, I helped in troubleshooting the systems. At least I had IT knowledge. And sorry. And I was lost track. Yeah, I was able to help in troubleshooting. I was able to meet with the developer of that particular. We just started attack. Also, I use Python, React, JS, and Java, and I was like, that's really nice. I think they found me actually. I was trying to deploy this. Asked me about what are you using? And I was shocked. Okay, I use it on my backend, so they were just shocked. And I'm like, okay, they have 8 years of knowledge, and I'm like, okay. Why are you guys shocked? Okay, I say that just I take it in here. So after that, I continued with the whole thing, and I think I'm able to be bold about this whole when I had the opportunity this speaking at this event. I was even shocked. I was bold to say, yeah, I think I can speak at this event. So I think it's just growth. And my texts are be bold. I remember Tech Sisters. One of our mantras was be bold. What was it again? Be bold, be loud, and be unstoppable. Don't your imposter syndrome. It's okay. You just have to get a way of coming through it. Make sure you're in a community. Tech Sisters really helped me build my confidence and my networks. And yeah, I've actually grown in LinkedIn through Tech Sisters, and I really appreciate. And just go for those tech events. You never know. Volunteer, don't be afraid. That's basically it. So I think I'll stop from there. I hope I didn't take so much time. Yeah. Thank you for listening.
A round of applause for Akok Mayar. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, she has given us a wonderful life story. Yeah, it feels like a novel, but it was very, very nice. So before we go on with our next speaker, I hope everyone is still paying attention. You know, we are addressing high schoolers. You have to ensure that no one is sleeping. So click the thumbs up reaction if you're still there, or a round of applause. Thumbs up, everyone, thumbs up. I can see some people, new names. Thumbs up, everyone. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So if you have any question for Mayar, Akok, or Gheida, you can raise your hand right now and ask, or put them in the chats to be asked later. Wonderful. Thank you, everyone. A minute before anyone is bold enough to ask their question, or we just wait for people to text in the chat. So our next speaker will be Sherry Obare. Sherry is the co-founder of the Women in STEAM initiative, a platform dedicated to empowering girls and young women to explore opportunities in science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. They're the ones that sound like hard things, especially maths and sciences. Her tech journey began in Form 2, while in high school, where joining the robotics team sparked a deep interest in technology and led her to pursue a degree in computer science. Inspired by her mentor, she developed a strong interest in cybersecurity. She was part of the winning team from the Mombasa region in the 2023 Huawei Cybersecurity Bootcamp and later became fast runners up at the national level. Wow. In 2024, she emerged as the top female participant in the H4K IT Cybersecurity Bootcamp. Beyond her technical pursuits, she is passionate about community empowerment through women in STEAM, and as the She Code Africa chapter leader, she mentors and supports young ladies to boldly pursue careers in tech, championing the belief that you are not too young to start. Wonderful. A round of applause as we welcome Sherry Obare. Makofi kwake. Yeah, welcome Sherry.
Hi everyone, can you hear me? Am I audible? Mercy, you can confirm.
We can hear you clearly, thank you.
Okay, thank you. My apologies, I couldn't manage to put my video on. I have a very poor internet connection today of all the days. But anyways, by all means, we need to do this. So I'm so excited about today's session, and I'll be talking what we do in Women in STEAM as I connect it to my STEM journey. Yes, and how I ended up as a STEM student and what I'm currently doing. So, Shifra will be sharing her screen on my behalf because of my network, so we can go to the next slide. Well, so for us, we are used to just STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But now for women STEAM, we have that area to symbolize art. As we know, art it involves a lot of creativity. When artists things and stuff, you can just tell how creative they are because it's not a skill that we all have. Yeah. So in women in STEM, in as much as we are championing for the STEM, but also including the creative part. Let's see how can be evolved in STEM in the next slide. So we can just go to the careers in STEM. Of yeah. I know some of us here are still in high school or in their junior secondary school, or we've even finished, and some of us are still looking into which career paths to venture into. And maybe you're wondering, so how does mathematics even correlate with others, or how does or something like that? So when I was growing up, I wanted to be a doctor. I had counted doctor because I used to write Dr. Shilling when I was in primary school. We didn't have a doctor in our family, and I don't know, it's peer pressure, or I don't know, or it's something to be the first doctor. So even in exams, I'd write Dr. Sherry Obare. Ilikuwa nimemanifest anyway. And end up in tech, and I don't regret at all. But so when we have innovations in the medical field, for example, nowadays you see people being, or rather having, the prosthetic limb. This prosthetic using the sun is in the medicine category. It's definitely technology, because this is something because to make sure that limb works the same way as the human foot. Obviously, art. I was giving this example in school that I was saying this limb was shorter than you. So you're walking, this part is it's like you're long. I don't basically is really okay. The smart city or the of work was in, but a lot of skills were involved, a lot of people from other fields involved. For example, we all know where this is one of the buildings by, and when it involves engineering, because they need to they're the ones who do it, and other parts where first of all the architect needs to design the building, and of course with mathematics to do all this. M really key in so many fields. I want to ask people playing games and all that. I was asking some people who say they love watching animation, and I asked them, what do you think they come from, or do they just drop from heaven, just exist? Nothing just exists. They say like that. So in technology, fine, and yeah, really. Anyway, so men in STEAM is to reach to taking the dream. Personally, I'm still a computer science, and in a class of 150, we are only 20. And the question I think myself, so where are the other ladies? Because 20, so where are the rest? Are the And that's why I would like to as possible some of these courses, and we want to change the problem, and we realize we have to go to high usually high school set up as so usually the and yeah, so we want to change the by kickstarting them, right? Shifra, I think I lost your screen. I can still continue. So said I sure I want to be a dentist. So what changed? And did computer studies as an option, and decided to continue this. So our teacher were preparing for a science fair in it was like hearing such a thing, they are brainstorming, and I remember that time question very pollution. So our project for there was based around this pollution. Even though that we've gone there to just start to your category, we just start just registering like we don't know, we just have a project, right? But so we had a prototype and come out with but and won this competition, and that really sparkled my interest. I think the robotics club in school. That is how I joined. And of going to learn, I was looking, it means there's much more. I didn't know it was a field and a doctor is what I want to be. But anyway, after that time was finishing high school, I already knew that I'll do a course kind of computer science. When I went to we were building websites page, and we were all so happy watching our friends in class, and I was talking Greek but an arch. So I started to the technology world, and I really liked it. Apart from you, that's how I ended and when I didn't stop there, I think because I got to high school, so I decided to say it's YouTube because I want to get something really yourself in form two. So at the back of I didn't know what about security was about. It's and that when I joined campus, it had some skills and there things and all that. And in 2023, I participated in the Huawei boot camp organized collaboration. It was my first ever event in high school, and I was so happy. And 3 of us went to present ambassador in the national level. And since I've been attending more that I won't repeat now that Mercy mentioned about it. But then I discovered something myself, community building. So I started in school. I was the chair of the robot in Form 2. Actually, the class had Form 2s and Form 3s. So the cheerleader was in Form 3, so they had to get someone in Form 2 and leadership skills when I was in Form 2. So in Form 3 of came the one who was there was in they couldn't continue, and the computer lab captain in school, so I was the IT captain in school. So I when I joined campus, I just continued with that. I felt like I discovered about myself. Now I'm really good in planning the people together, and I ended up being the SCA Chuka chapter lead. So SCA stands for She God Africa, and we have a chapter. So it's an organization in West Africa, but they have chapters in Africa, all over Africa, and Chuka chapter is one of them. So when I discovered my passion in community building, that's how I asked myself, so how do I use my skills and also how do I use this to build a community leader and being a tech lead? So I decided just doing them together. So currently we are a group of so many students. As you can see, this is in March. We are celebrating International Women's Day, and Women in STEAM was one of them. And that is how I joined Women Initiative. Accuracy and it aligns with my goals. So one thing I'll advise all of us is you just need to find what you're passionate about. When you wake up, what gives you the motivation to keep on? What gives you the motivation? Sometimes you're located at task, you're like, when will I finish? And there's a time you're given a task and you even feel like doing extra. You give it your best. So that is me in community building. I'm in many other communities serving as a but let's stick to this one. However, growing and what kept me consistent in this field is mentorship. So remember, I said like my journey in photo, but it's not like just competition. I joined the young class, I still don't continue. So during our careers day, I came to our. It was a group of so many ladies, and I met this one lady, just one, and she's the one who is my life. She's the one who told me about cybersecurity. That time the in cybersecurity, I was myself even some called cybersecurity. So that's just how motivated me since any an opportunity mentorship program, because mentorship has my life, and I would urge if anyone now who doesn't have a mentor, please do yourself this. Your mentor won't. It's not like they will do things you do. You secure who's ahead of you to tell them that they know well, so that this is for this or apply these opportunities. Also, I've applied for, they sent to me by my mail. So the program that I joined is because learning is will never stop. And one goal that one of them is make sure you learn at least something. Just at least make sure you learn one thing. It's very slow to do it because of writing composition and all that. Those essays you are told learn vocabulary at least one. If you were missing is so it's learning. So I read the Microsoft ADC mentorship program. This is like the third mentorship with the data STEM. I went to Camille. So if you are undergraduate, please consider applying for Kamilimu. It will also help you as well. And currently, I'm in the ADC with those who are in a not society, but as long as you have to be for Microsoft in 1 minute. So my fight there. The life was informed. One thing I decided, in STEM is it goes actually with you can that maybe let's do subject. So what the guys who've done it before you, the guys who have done it even had putting into them. And so my life was just like I'm all trying to have it through women. I'm so happy. And I think that's all. I could continue, but I think if any question, I'll be happy to answer. Short what I have.
Thank you, Sherry Obare. Here, a round of applause. Yeah, she gave us a wonderful life story. Despite the challenges of her network, she presented well. So if you have any questions, kindly raise your hand and present, like ask your question, or you can note it down in the chat section. Yes, thank you, thank you. Now I think it's high time we have introduced a different speaker. Or someone has a question?
I have a question.
Okay, ask.
So, as more focus and resources shift towards STEM fields, what do you think will happen to non-STEM careers like arts, humanities, and social sciences? Are we risking an imbalance, and how do we value different kinds of careers?
Is it a question you want to ask a specific person, or any can answer?
Any can answer, is general.
Okay, our speakers.
The question, I did hear it well.
Kindly repeat your question. You weren't audible enough.
What Shall I repeat it?
Yes, please.
So, as more focus and resources shift towards STEM fields, what do you think will happen to non-STEM careers like arts, humanities, and social sciences? Are we risking an imbalance in how we value different kinds of careers?
Tough question.
Okay, so
Sherry?
I think I can give my views. So from my own point of view, I don't think this per se. It's just that technology, for example, technology is becoming on the rise every day, and that's why when something is on demand, we'll definitely need more people there. But that doesn't mean that we'll all be in tech, or we'll all be engineers, or we'll all be in career. We need need one just because it's a patient in the hospital doesn't mean we don't and they live with the doctors because they'll be diagnosed blah. So if we have, it doesn't mean we don't need the doctors, the support, in their with COVID, in as much as so many people are being it doesn't mean the cleaners, for example, are not needed. It's just many upcoming fields. The trend kind of, but I feel like it's not like there's no kind that than the other. You can just give it do X.
Guys, let me add to whatever she said. So tech is okay. We're living information age right now. So like every person has to be tech wise. You find Adora teach people training like to be tech wise. It's not point but everyone has their own conference and they might find training. So that is sort of okay. It's not this in this speech.
Akok, Mayar?
Also, this dependency, it exists. I'd like to like act or associate act. This role I feel also involves that feel like it bridges the gap between a client and the tech part. So this is acts let's say this person would be able to teach the technical terms to a client in a technical way. So for example, for the other
Hope question has been answered. You have heard.
Yeah, thank you.
Due to time, we will introduce our last speaker of the day, Enock Nzioka. Finally, a gentleman to the group, Katiku, is an AI and robotics innovator passionate about leveraging technology to solve real-world challenges in food security, climate change, and digital inclusions across Africa. As the founder and CEO of Agrobots Africa, he develops AI-powered solutions for agriculture in arid and semi-arid regions, driving sustainable practices and empowering local communities. He has led collaborations with partners like NASA, the Kenya Civil Aviation Authority, and local governments to champion data-driven farming and satellite-to-drone-based monitoring systems. His work has been showcased at national expos, including the ASK Shows and Evolution Conference. Enock co-founded Nasha.ai, a climate tech initiative utilizing satellite data and machine learning to promote forests sustainability and climate resilience. His earlier work at Uphard Medical and custom parts for removing the boundaries of innovation in hardware. Award innovator, Enock has earned national recognition for his contributions, including top prizes at ASAK shows and the Devolution Conference. His mission blends AI, robotics, and policy to create inclusive, tech-driven solutions for Africa's future. Welcome, Enock.
Thank you, Mafi. So hi guys, as you've heard, my name is Enoch. You can hear me clearly, right? Okay. So I'm the CEO and founder of Agrobots Africa. What we do in Agrobots. Okay, before that, let me take you 20 years ago, 20 years back. I was around 5 years old at the moment, and I was joining class one, like that following. It was December 2005, 2004. So it was the first time my dad bought our first computer. So that's when my journey began as a software engineer, as a robotics engineer, and a visionary in this field. So my dad bought a huge computer. Days remember monitors. So I was really, I don't think he showed me was road racing. I don't think most of this. So I'm playing road race. My dad, as well. And I hear something. So I continued questions for a couple of months until one day he came from work and he had it over to me. We took apart everything, even the same. So he made the good thing. He is almost everything. He's an engineer. He explained it to me slowly by slowly, and I understood. So as much as I was at the moment, I did it outside. So I kept on asking this. So he had told me the command. So it was not the internet. It was a luxury as it is today. It was a luxury as it is. So I went from school. So I took a book. So I was in the motor librarian. I think that's the basics. And the green things that go on the screen. So my back on questions to being given a scroll and opening up a basic. Not only but to open literally. So I wasn't really much into computer, so I drawing and design because so that so drawing and design, I had skills on it. So since so let's fast forward and say high school. So I'm great, and I just need to IT because I mean they raised me and the between so this he also has computer that and I was sort of just a part reading or the vision was to be in 5 been taught in Fabrica. So okay, I was that was the first year. Assembling it, this chuma so it's a 3D printer, we apply, and then we take the body and then put it out. So we used to make because I was the programmer, that was the head. I like you don't get to try to have a product. You have to get in the 2020. So there is they call that efficient. And there's that account. So group of friends your sickness. So yeah, for me I was a bit so it's a because I was in project. Uses AI, uses books and IoT. So your project is quite so code English. Not that like you just draw it and start in, specific. So I didn't give it. So forwarded me to the end. I have this project, the people that meet because I the due diligence, but I had printing. So they funded me. So what it's all about information. You see, so what happened is for the record, we just and a couple of income. So that is what you do. Plants from plant harvest. You can't as collect data from the soil. It could be from the environment or using that and let's say so you give an output and cameras on he knows which is new test. So go to this great and get and then you put it in the for you. Totally automated and for the farm. President and farm and CEO in the party. You really have people feel the same. So I had the government. There was enough like your creation. Actually, it's your creation. You have great goals. Interacting with the phone, a very good present and that you realize that once you dream out, not even success, it's something that you like or that it's guaranteed. Apart from that, what's evolved, not we. Not 1 year back, I had to meeting with a very a company market great. So if you do finance farm, like we are promoting just mind with all evidence and your about film is thick want to put manure, not fertilizer, upfront after provide that repair is diverted, So things that you love, how you deal with things is exponential. That's all that. And for those people, it's easier. It gets easier. It gets done. For the parents out here, exposure is key. So kid is exposure. Make must be. He's so I think it has a question. Sure.
Round of applause to Enock Nzioka. Thank you. We have had a lot of achievements. Someone section asked, "Are you a genius?" In a way.
In a way.
Yes. Mama, it's on your question.
Yeah, I have another question.
Ask. Feel free.
With the rise of AI and automation, what do you think are the most important?
Currently, we have things called AI agent. So, if I post that question, there's some person every day to achieve something. So, I go like into and at the moment AI active days, but AI agent. So you should the AI agents.
Thank you. My question has been master daughter.
You too, something.
Yeah. Someone in the chat said, "Hi, I'm Bernard Juma, a teacher in Nzioka, teaching a girls' school. I'm really passionate about young my girls and believe that that's the future on AI in order for people to connect all these medium. How can we think?"
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate and I'm gonna show my phone number in the chat box with the change so we can to see and we can go off in the future.
Before we conclude, to know if anything impactful, comment in the chat space and tell us what you learned wonderful event. And see someone has a quick Boniface Monene.
Yeah, hello everybody. I hope you can hear me. My name is Boniface Monene, a civil engineer and also at the Africa. And our main goal is in STEM education. We are fashion, Meru, and mostly working with data. Sure, with girls, and also we've seen girls whenever we are interacting with them. I'm pretty sure that in can to us for girls to interact, talk to them, also get more and see exactly can do, especially those subjects that have to be areas like the core them to the action. We could present doing science engineering, beating around there, went to the risk level and go and see. Everybody was girls were and I'm pretty sure they're going to and also to the entire fraternity is here. We selected one of the during the KSF in county and we're building an event for them, but we later to so if you like to your student and clicking the and also through the and funds, you can check us on Africa.org. Again, volunteer a program in come at Moderator so that we can back up together. Because somebody who is willing. And after boot camp, we give them national which was administratively with so many people want to incubate. We select 5 through by National University. We start develop and have high school students also doing their own profiling so into posters. So much
Boniface Karanga. Well,
it was one of them sharing girls participation. I'm very member of women in leadership, and I think this very cool and straight to work to blend happy but also happy. And I'm also happy to lead to the great class of face and the aspects especially doing motivation and for girls across opening STEM clubs in schools and we have basically to fast this that is okay and we will increase the number of I'm Gheida and thank you so much.
Much, Karen. I can allow comments. It's a conclusion that this event has impacted people, all the boys out there in high school and primary. Thank wonderful speakers, Enock, Mayar, Akok, everyone. We thank partners. We much fun to welcome the co-founder, the still kind of teaching all before. Round of applause. Encourage her to
and for moderating this amazing session. I love when I see your because this is that hardened to my heart. Thank you to our speakers, Gheida, Enock, Mayar, and also I've forgotten the other name. So I'm grateful for this session. I was really hoping that we could have this session right next week. Something that I'm and I need to work when I came in myself I was analyzing Amil Gala meaning that and those people so and so I think so and I was able to how to keep didn't really when you operate literally comfortable in the middle and people or girls tend to feel no or like actually would say girls or overdoing the that area we speak having the solid really making imperial the level of capacity for we have in our really be in other things about the I can make sessions like this hoping your regular friends keep this and not work on in every street in
round of applause. Marco Goofy, yes, the socials of our speakers, also for the LinkedIn Women Network, Women UK, and also in our links. Thanks for this moderator and welcome. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye bye.
Hi.